This one's a serious story. I've pretty much put all of my jokes on TikTok. If you see like my show or shorts, they might be a joke. But now this is pretty much where I get real now. So, my mom was sexually assaulted in front of me by her boss. My uncle was there. My mom passed away almost 10 years ago. And I kind of thought, like, would my mom mind if I told this story? Because it's like it happened to her, and I'm like thinking, like, yeah, she would want scumbags like him never to get just to get awareness of scumbags like her boss was. You know what I mean? I know I'm supposed to forgive, and I've forgiven it, but I don't forget. The Bible says you don't forget things. It's okay not to forget things, and I'm not going to forget this. Good, because I'm telling a story about it, but that's better. So, I don't know what else to add really to the story. Like, I wonder how many times he did that to her when I didn't see it. Like, he legitimately went in, grabbed her breast, and walked out. Like, in front of me and my uncle. Like, I wonder how many times that actually happened. If he was bold enough to do it in front of her brother and her son. So, um, some people might think, why didn't we really do anything about it? We're not the type of people to really go to the police about anything. Um, I know it's might be, some people might disagree with that. You know how what Jesus said. Turning the other cheek and all that. Um, no, I've just it was I don't know. I didn't. I was shocked. How else you're supposed to feel? Like that literally just happened. Like, um, there's instances where he would come in her office and be like, "I'm gonna get you." Like one day he was like, "I'm gonna get you." I'm like, "What is that about?" And she's like, "I don't know." Like, this guy blamed her for everything. Um, when he went down. Um, he did apologize. He didn't apologize for what he did, but he, he my uncle met him later on. He was so unrecognizable. Stress really got to him, and she felt bad what happened. My mom recently passed away at that time, and he was just saying, like, sorry what happened to her. And my uncle wouldn't have recognized him if he didn't get in his truck with like tits. Yeah. If you have like tits on your truck, like you have definitely sexually assaulted people before. Like, look out for that. But no, seriously, it's just I'm half joking when I say that. Like, you probably you probably did some sex related crimes if you put a pair of boobs on your fucking truck in public. Oh my gosh. Who knows? He might be passed away by now too. I don't know what he was dealing with. Like, yeah, he was pretty awful. To my mom, made her life hell. Definitely didn't. She died from stress. Some people say it's from cigarettes and that too, but a lot of stress. He really didn't help. So at least, he showed some remorse at the end. So I can't really, you know, what is there to do? Like, I forgive him, but it's like it happened a long time ago. So, like, I'm not as pissed off as I could be right now. I don't know. Should I be more pissed at him? I don't. he did some pretty awful things to my mom. I don't know. I for some reason like just remembering that story from my uncle, how he was just like torn up and like my uncle couldn't even recognize him. Like that's how bad he looked. Like he looked off. Like I think he felt sorry enough for the stuff he did. So I'm gonna give him some sort of all right then. I'm not gonna agree with what he did, but all right, I guess it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change it or what happened. So um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I should be angry at him for causing my mom more stress. Maybe my mom will still be alive today, but I think God has plans for everybody and everything happens for a reason. So even when people do me wrong, I just see it as all right, it was meant to be because something else is either you learn a lesson or it opens doors for better things in your life. My mom did pass away way too soon, but it got me out of a really rough situation. I don't want to tell it. I've told it so many times, but I'm going to just keep this video about, my mom's boss. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I hope my mom don't mind me telling this story. I'm running out of stories, but also I think her story is important to tell. Now I'm not like a you know you know it's- it you politics aside, you don't you know like you don't have to be a liberal to think like this was pretty fucked up. You don't have to you know but this is for all the women that get sexually assaulted and like yeah. So sorry if that got too cheesy or whatever, but it's true. This is for the people who got treated like shit from their boss abusing his power. It happens way too often, and this is just another story of it here. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you when you watch me again, metaphorically.